So I wanted to get on here and basically make a video. I seen someone make a video. Well, I've been seeing a couple posts today, expressing kind of what happened to them in the past. It's been like 2 females that I've seen post something. So, a close friend of mine, she posted something, and I was damn near in tears reading what she wrote, and I kind of wanted to do a video instead because I kind of encountered the same thing in a way, but it was definitely a weird situation. So I'm sitting in the dark just in case I become emo. Y'all don't see it. You can only see like kind of the outline, or a little bit. You can see a little bit of me. But I was molested. So I was 15. This was at my friend's sweet 16 birthday party. Haven't seen her in years, and my dad saw her mom at a store, and they exchanged numbers. Was like, hey, my daughter's having a birthday party. So it was like me coming to her birthday party was a surprise as well, because we haven't seen each other in a while. So it was like a co-ed birthday party. It was boys and girls. Mainly the boys were like her, were her male cousins. So that was fine. Everything was fine as far as with that. And so, the party was good and everything. So it was also it was like a slumber party as well. It was a co-ed slumber party. So when the party was over with and done, we all went back to my friend's mother's house, and we kind of like relaxed and chilled, talked, grilled each other, things 15, 16-year-olds do. And at the time, this is when Xbox first came out with the boxing, the real boxing, where it looked super real. Or of course back then anything looked super real, but it was like the first Xbox, right? So it was a minute ago. And so we're at the party. We're at my mom, her mother's house, and she tells the girls, like, hey ladies, just make sure y'all go in the room and go to sleep. Like, go in my friend's room to fall asleep. Like, don't fall asleep out in the living room where everyone else was at. The boys were going to sleep out there. So like, it was us, it was the mom, the boyfriend of, the mom's boyfriend. We were all outside. We were all in the living room kicking it. And so, one by one, like, people are falling asleep, going to bed, things like that. So me and 2 of the other girls, we ended up falling asleep on the couch. All the other boys, including the boyfriend as well, we all just fell asleep out there. We was up, like, it was late. We was up. So to set the scene, it's like, a typical living room, but it's 3 different couches. I was on like the 3-person cedar couch, which was right in front of the TV. The girl who was also asleep in the room, she was to the left of me on that couch, and no one was on the other couch. One of the boys were sleeping on the floor where my head was, and the boyfriend was sleeping. He was down by my feet, like leaning on the couch like this. Like this, right? So I'm asleep, right? So I begin to have a dream, right? Or what I thought was a dream. And so I'm like, I'm 15. You know what I mean? Wet dreams happen when you're young, okay? We're going to just throw that out there. It definitely happens. And so I'm thinking I'm having like one of those type of dreams, until I realize, no, hold on, Janice. Someone's touching you. So in my mind, I'm like having 1,000 thoughts, because I'm like, who the fuck? Who is touching me? What the hell is going on? Like, what do I do in a situation like that? You know what I mean? And of course, you think about all the times you probably talk shit like, if somebody did it to me, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna da 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 da. But when you're in that situation, don't talk about my hair either. When you're in that situation, shock and fear took over, right? So I'm laying there. This person is touching me, like touching me through my pants though. And so I'm like, well, I need to see who's doing this. So I do like one of these, like where you peeking, but it looks like you're still asleep. Oh goodness. It was the boyfriend. It was my friend's boyfriend. Friend's mother's boyfriend. He was doing it. And so when I peeked, he was looking at me like this, like trying to see if I'm going to wake up or not. So again, all these emotions are going through my head. I'm a 15-year-old girl. I'm thinking like, this man, he was like in his 20s, which he's way younger than the mother was. And I'm having all these thoughts like, this dude can easily like overpower me. Like, what the fuck do I do? I'm a kid. I'm a girl. Like, he's touching me. Like, he's touching me. You feel me? And so in the moment of me sitting there being touched, not knowing what the fuck to do, panicking in my own mind, like, this nigga really touching me, I do one of these, like, I do like one of these, you know how you do, like, you yawn, but I like, you feel me, I yawned, and so when I yawned, I looked really quick, and he played like he was asleep, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking, like, it's over, I can just go back to sleep. I'm going to act like this shit never happened, right? It didn't happen. I'm tripping. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm tripping. I got to be tripping. So I like turn, you feel me? I do like the fetal position towards the couch and I'm facing away from the TV. Now the way I can see his face perfectly is, if y'all remember, Xbox used to have like the black and green thing floating around. So it was like on the screensaver. So it was super dim, but I could still see him. So I turn in the fetal position, and I'm about to go back to sleep. But I was thinking too, I said, you know, I'm going to lay here for a second, and I'm going to just go ahead and go back in the room with my friend. And so maybe 10 minutes pass. I'm still freaking out in my mind. I'm a kid. You got to think I'm a kid at this point. Oh, I thought I had to sneeze. Do gotta sneeze. Sorry. And so I sit there, and while I'm thinking like, okay, I'm about to hop up and just go in the room with her, he starts trying to go through the middle of my legs while I'm in fetal position and starts trying to do it again. Part 2, right? So by this time, I'm like, hell no, I'm not going. So I jump up. He does one of these again. I jump up and I go in the kitchen and I get something to drink, because I'm really freaked out, for real. I'm not, because you don't know until you in this situation. That's why I never judge anybody who wait late to say shit, because I get it, because a lot of people don't know this. Like, I probably told like 3 or 4 people in my whole life. So family members and things like that, I never told my mom, never told my dad. They're probably going to be pissed. I hope my dad don't feel some type of way and feels like, oh, it's his fault because, you know, he sent me there. Daddy, it's not your fault or anything like that. It's his sick ass fault. But anyway, so I go get the drink, and while I'm up in the kitchen getting something to drink, he gets up, he goes in the room with his girlfriend. So now I can go sit back on the couch. I can go sleep in peace, right? So he goes in the room with his girlfriend, which is my friend's mother, and I lay back down on the couch. I'm so like up. I'm up though, you know? And so I'm trying to wake up the cousin that was like by my head, but on the floor. I'm like, yo, like this nigga was just like, he was just touching on me, bro. He looked at me like, bro, you tripping, go back to sleep. So I'm like, it hit me like, nobody's gonna fucking believe me if I say this shit. Why would I lie about something like that? So I'm like, bro, I'm not lying. Like, he like, you're tripping, go back to sleep. So I go back to sleep. Because I'm like, okay. Better go back to sleep. Wake up in the morning. He's gone, or maybe he was in the room. I don't know. I didn't see him again. So I go back in the room with my friend, and I tell her what happens. And she's like, what? Like, that's crazy. She believed me. So I asked her, because again, I'm a kid. We're kids. I asked her, I'm like, hey, so what do I, like, should I tell your mom? Should I, like, who do I tell? This little part right here is killing me. Like, who do I tell? She's like, I don't know. She was like, I don't think you should tell my mom. My mom would be mad. Like, they're going to be mad. That's what she's telling me and stuff. And I don't want to blame anything. If she sees this, I'm not going to say anybody's name, but if she sees it, she'll know what I'm talking about. But she was like, I don't know. Like, she's going to be mad. She's like, no one's probably going to believe you. Just, you know. And so I never said anything. And years later, we didn't talk for a while after that, though. Years later, me and her ended up reconnecting. She told me a situation about her and him that caused her to move out. And it validated that he's a sick motherfucker. Period. He's sick. And that her mother believed him over her. And to this day, they are married with children. And everything. So, later on in my life, I seen this man. This man delivered pizza to my mother's house. He didn't deliver it once. He delivered twice because they fucked the order up and he had to come back. God gave me 2 chances to confront this man, and I did not take them because I'm like, he probably don't even remember this shit. Or what if he do? You know what I mean? Like, how do you confront somebody like that? And you never said anything. So I get why people wait, why they don't say nothing, because you have to have self-confidence to say it and stand by what you're saying versus letting someone else tell you how to go about it. There's plenty of girls who never say anything, and maybe their behavior is off or anything like that. Like, there's always a source to things. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. It feels good to say something. I think if I see him one more time, because that'll be my 3rd time, I'm definitely saying something. I've seen him 3 times though. The 3rd time he did not see me. We were at Chuck E. Cheese, and that's when I realized they had kids, and I was thinking, like, I pray he not touching on them babies, because he's sick. Seriously. To prey on little girls and manipulate a grown-ass woman to not believe her own child and believe a man is ridiculous. But I can't judge. Yeah, but that's my story. I just wanted to share. Open up that conversation. If something's happened to you, don't be scared to tell people. Don't be scared to confront it. I wish I would have did it years ago. I'm 28. This was like 12 years ago. No one knows. But I didn't turn out bad. You know what I mean? I didn't turn out a bad person. I've always been, high-spirited and things like that. It's just unfortunate shit like this happens. So don't be afraid. Speak out and help other people. Not only girls go through this, boys go through this, grown men go through this. This is anybody. Anything like this can happen to anybody. Don't think because you're a certain age or a certain sex that molestation or rape cannot happen to you. It's very possible. Okay? You're not untouchable. I just want to put that out there. You have to be safe. You have to avoid situations, unfortunately, the day and age that we live in. But I don't want to make this video too lengthy. It's already 15 minutes long. But that's my story. I just hope that this helps someone tell their own story. And I don't know if anyone have any questions or if they need someone to talk to about a situation like this. I'm here. I'm around. You can hit me up. But as always, peace, love, and happiness, guys. I will see you next time.